guys, today I'm going to be showing you some healthy and easy snack ideas for kids. These recipes are completely dairy-free, gluten-free and sugar-free. These are DIY snack ideas that are easy, healthy, that come in very handy for me during my busy evenings when my kids come back from school. You know how kids are when they come back from school especially. The first thing they say is, "Mommy, what's there for snack?" I don't want my kids end up eating sugary cookies and store-bought biscuits. I always make some healthy and filling snacks for them at home. Hopefully, I can show you some new snack ideas that you love. Before we get into the video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel so that I will know that you like the content what I create. And also press the notification bell icon so that you'll be the first one to know when I post such healthy videos. The first snack recipe might be the easiest healthy cookie recipe ever. This 2-ingredient banana oatmeal cookie I'm going to make. I prefer using some other ingredients too, which I'll show you in a minute. But these are really the only 2 essential ingredients you're going to need. So in a bowl, I'm smashing up 2 ripe bananas with a fork. The riper they are, the better these cookies will taste. And if your bananas are very small, you might need 3 bananas. And then I'm adding 1 cup of rolled oats to the mashed banana. And totally optional, a teaspoon of cinnamon, that's also really good. And now you can leave the cookie batter as it is, it will taste great. But I'm going to show you some optional ingredients that I like to use because I want to show you a bunch of different ideas in this video. I'm dividing this batter into 3 bowls. To the first bowl, I'm adding a handful of chopped almonds. To the second bowl, I'm adding some coconut flakes. And to the third bowl, I'm adding a handful of green raisins. You can also add unsweetened chocolate chips if you have to this cookie dough. And I'll mix the ingredients in each bowl. I'm lining a baking tray with parchment paper and I'm also greasing that really quickly with a tiny little bit of coconut oil. And I'm spooning the batter from each of the bowls onto the tray and roughly making the cookie shape. I have to tell you that my favorite flavor out of the 3 cookies I'm showing you is the one with coconut flakes. But my kids' favorite is raisins. The raisins add a little bit of more extra sweetness which they love. If you're making the cookies only with 2 ingredients, that is with banana and oats, and if you feel it needs a little bit more sweetness, I would recommend you add a little bit of honey or pure maple syrup to it. You can pop them into the oven that you have preheated to 180 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes. I generally do 20 minutes. These are definitely soft, chewy cookies, not so much crunchy cookies. They are more like a healthy snack cookie than a treat cookie. I sometimes take this as my breakfast on the go if I don't have time to eat breakfast at home. It is super healthy and I love them for it. You can serve them with a glass of milk to your kids. They can dunk in the cookies in the milk, which is every child's favorite thing to do, I know. If you don't need the rest of the cookies, you can store them in an airtight container to keep them fresh. Avocado toast is such a great healthy snack too, especially if your kids are in a mood for something savory. I'm using 100% whole rye bread, which my kids love. You can also use whole grain gluten-free bread. Sprinkle a bit of pink salt and pepper. It's very filling and decent size. It'll keep them full until dinner time. This is also pretty nutritious with rye bread and avocado. This is the basic avocado toast, and I sometimes make a variation of this when my kids get bored with plain avocado toast. I'm using 100% rye bread again with sliced avocado at the top. Then things are going to get a little bit crazy here. I'm adding some fresh strawberry slices at the top. And I'm going to add some rock salt and black pepper and finally a little drizzle of balsamic vinegar. But if your kids don't like the taste of vinegar, you can totally skip this. Only add half a teaspoon of vinegar because you don't want the toast to go all soggy. So just a little drizzle. This combination is so insanely delicious and it's a new take on your basic avocado toast. I usually have it as my tea time snack too along with my kids. Okay, this is the easiest snack smoothie recipe with only 4 ingredients. This is a perfect smoothie for an easy little after-school snack. So here I am slicing 1 whole banana. You can also use 2 bananas instead of 1 if you want a bigger size smoothie. Today only Susie is at home, so I'm making only for her. My elder one is at her training. And then few soaked walnuts. These nuts look almost like a miniature human brain. They add many essential nutrients to your kids. Walnuts are also a good source of magnesium. Consider including them in your little champion's diet to make them smarter and stronger. Then 1 tablespoon of unsweetened almond butter for protein and a little delicious creaminess. And finally, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of honey. I'm not using a lot of honey as banana has the sweetness already. I'm going to add a little bit of water and blend that up quickly, and you have got a yummy banana and walnut smoothie. Like I said, you can double the banana to make the quantity bigger. Do you know half the sugar children are having comes from snacks and sugary drinks? Too much sugar can lead to harmful fat building up inside and serious health problems, including painful tooth decay. So we don't use refined sugar in our house for most of the times. I use natural sweeteners like honey, jaggery and unrefined brown sugar. I sometimes use dates puree to sweeten smoothies and snacks. Okay, now get ready for one of my absolute favorite healthy cheeky snack ever. We are making my one serving healthy Nutella, so easy to make. So the only ingredients are 1 tablespoon of unsweetened almond butter and about 1 teaspoon of cacao powder. This cacao powder is just the raw unprocessed form of cocoa powder. It contains a very good amount of magnesium. Do you know magnesium regulates glucose levels in our body and it reduces the sugar cravings in kids? And 1 teaspoon of honey goes in there. I prefer using honey, but you can also use 100% pure maple syrup. And just mix it up. It is so easy. You can use any nut butter, but I find that almond, cashew or hazelnut work better with this. And what we love to do in our house is we dip raw almonds into this healthy Nutella. I know this is so random, but it is so delicious. I'm obsessed with this. And this combination is full of good protein, good fiber and all sorts of goodness. So it is just the best. And that's not the only way we like this cheeky healthy Nutella. Dipping strawberries into it is also so good. This is like my healthy take on chocolate dipped strawberries. This is amazing. Or how about some healthy Nutella toast? My kids always say, yes please mummy. So just make that same recipe again. That is 1 tablespoon almond butter, 1 teaspoon cacao powder and 1 teaspoon of honey. Mix it all up and spread it out onto some rye toast. I'm using German rye toast. If your kids like things a little fancy, then you can sprinkle some cacao powder at the top. It makes it look pretty. And here you go, healthy Nutella toast, which is pretty epic. Now here is a funny take on peanut butter and apple sandwich. I'll just show you this really quickly. You can also slice up the apples and dip it into peanut butter, which is also really yummy. But my kids fancy these pretty peanut butter apple sandwiches. They look so pretty and appetizing. So all I'm doing is slicing up the apples in round shapes. I'm using 2 apples today. I'm going to core the apple slices. If you have some kind of cool kitchen gadget that can do this for you, that would probably be the easier way. I will just use my kitchen knife to do this, but be very careful when you do this. Don't cut your finger. Always be safe with your knife. And now I've got my cored apple slices and I've also got some peanut butter. This is unsweetened and smooth peanut butter and a little bit of cinnamon powder too. I'll take just 2 apple slices at a time and just filling the peanut butter onto one of the slices and then sprinkling a little bit of cinnamon powder at the top. It is just optional, but it adds that extra little something to these sandwiches. And put the other slice on the top and there you have the peanut butter apple sandwich. How cute! And just keep repeating that until all the apple slices have been used up. And you will have yourself a whole lot of little cute peanut butter and apple sandwiches. This is such a fun to make. You can get your kids to make it with you. You can even pack this in their lunchbox, but make sure their school is not nut free. The last healthy snack idea I'm going to show you today is the most DIY of them all. I would have to say my favorite of them all. Well, apart from the healthy Nutella I showed you. These are my healthy peanut butter, coconut and oat bites. So I'm going to dive right into the recipe. What you need is 2 cups of organic rolled oats, 1 cup of desiccated coconut, 1 cup of smooth unsweetened peanut butter, and 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. It's only optional, but it'll make the flavor more awesome. I'll never use vanilla essence, that's chemical. Always use vanilla extract. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, quarter cup of honey, that is about 4 tablespoons. You can also use maple syrup instead. And 2 to 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. I find that the easiest way to melt the coconut oil is to place it in a bowl and then placing the small bowl into a slightly larger bowl filled with hot water. And just wait for a minute or two for the oil to melt, and please be careful with the hot water. So I'm mixing all of this together. Now I'm taking about a tablespoon of it at a time and pressing the mixer in my hand to make a ball shape. You don't have to be perfect, just press it together to form a rough ball shape. That's the beauty of homemade stuff. That's what I love about it. Nothing is perfect at home. It will get a little bit messy, but it is so worth it. They taste amazing and your kids can't thank you enough for making this for them. I'm placing these in a tray lined with parchment paper so that they won't stick to the tray. And if you don't want your hands to get messy, then you can just put that in a plate on top of parchment paper and just press it down with a spoon. And I'm going to chill this in the fridge for an hour. It will set pretty well, but if you want them quickly, then you can keep them in the freezer for 15 minutes and then in the fridge for another 15 minutes. And once they are set, you can take it from the fridge and they are ready to eat. And if you decided to set the batter in a plate, then you can now cut it into squares with a knife. You can store them in the fridge even for 2 weeks if you keep them in an airtight container. It's quite easy to give them as healthy snacks to your kids. I also eat them in the evenings when I get back from work. It's filled with good carbs, healthy fats and protein as well. They're really nice and filling and they'll give your kids great energy. And that's all of the healthy kids snack ideas I'm going to show you today in this video. If you like even more healthy snack ideas and inspiration, I've also shown you my Indian meal prep videos, my what I eat in a day videos and Ayurvedic recipe videos for weight loss. So I'll link those videos below in the description box for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you've enjoyed it and you really find this helpful. Make sure you give this video your thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I'll see you soon again.